What's going on, guys? Today we're back in. Today we'll be reacting to the round that won me the Amateur Disc Golf World Championship in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's my fourth round of Am Worlds. This coverage is courtesy of PTJ and Gatekeeper. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to use this footage. But yeah, this is probably one of the most complete rounds I've ever played in my life. It probably felt the best after I completed the round, knowing what I just shot was really good and checking the scores and seeing that I was up by 9 going into the final round kind of let some pressure off me. I was only up 3 going into this round, so it felt really good. And it was on my birthday, so let's get into it.
Teen first, from Simpsonville, South Carolina, Ryan Monn.
Hole 1, par 3, 195 feet. All the holes are par 3s. It's a par 54 course. This plays the hardest hole in the course, I believe. Got a Mando on the right, just gotta throw it dead straight, and there's some OV on the left as well you gotta take care of, but just dead straight putter shot. And I was feeling good after this one. I saw some people miss this gap, and I even saw Max Sheets jump putt this hole just to make the gap, but take the easy birdie there. This is a birdie or die course, if you guys are wondering. It's very, very easy to get birdies out here. Hole 2, par 3, 311 feet straight up the hill. I'm just going pretty hyzer. A nice, pretty stock hyzer Onyx there to bullseye. I think they run this one back. This one is weird. In practice, I was going Athena, and then in day 2, we played this course. I went Onyx, but it flipped over. I knew I needed to commit to the hyzer, and paid off. Hole 3 is pretty much a U-turn hole. I'm going Avalanche here, and just trying to get a skip up the hill. I felt like that was so inside when I first threw it, and it's 25 feet away. That's what this hole is. I don't think I saw anybody closer than 20 feet in this hole. This hole, not my favorite hole in the course for sure. Move on to hole 4, which is the easiest hole in the course. I'm going Swarm right here, and I just don't commit to it. The wind kind of got in my head. I thought there was more of a right to left than there was, but then the right to left started to pick up right here and just lifts my putter into the band. But that'll happen from time to time. I kind of like it. Feels like a little reset. Feels like I'm starting a new round here. Hole 5, a little pitch forehand down the hill. I'm going with the same Swarm and hit and curl next to the basket. Round 1, I did the same thing, but I hit at the basket and just rolled OB because the ground by the basket is mulch. It's a little softer, and where I hit was dirt. It's a little harder, so it just sat a little better. It didn't bounce, you know. Drop that one in. Hole 6 is a pretty stock hyzer. Going with a Malta just so I can throw it out the right side and fade off of it. And yeah, I got a pretty similar putt to I had in hole 4 with that same right to left, the same wind. And I just took a second, backed off of it, and just knew I had to make this one out. I knew I was going to make the same mistake twice. Hole 7, another stock hyzer with the Malta. And it needs to go a little more left than you think, but if you go too far left, you're down the hill. Pretty tough hole, honestly, but not too hard. Now I'm going to come in here and tap in my birdie for 3 in a row. Hole 8 is a 299-foot hole. I'm just going forehand force right at that left side, very similar to hole 6, but with a forehand right at that left side, have it fade off of it, just trying to take any flexes out of play, just trying to go one angle. One angle shots will work a lot better in the wind than flexes do. Hole 9, going back to this one angle shot, just a hyzer with the Raptor up this hill. I also like the fairway because it gets a little more ground play. If I threw that mid, I was going to end up pretty much like where it hit, if not 5 feet closer. Longest spot I've had of the round so far. A little right side, but that'll work. Hole 10 is a 263-foot par 3. I'm going Earhart zone. Just a little forehand, and it's going to hit and curl right into bullseye. And drop that one in. The hole 11 is a really weird hole. It's a really downhill putter shot, hyzer flip or fade, or you can throw a forehand on it. I'm choosing the backhand putter, just so I don't really have like a baseline forehand disc. I don't have a baseline zone in my bag right now. I have a Z zone that will slide, so I threw the backhand and made a pretty good putt. I had a branch kind of in my way, but I was able to capitalize on that one. Hole 12, I'm going forehand Z zone. It's 196 feet, but there's a very steep drop off behind. As you'll see, I hit the pole and then I roll. I get super lucky, super fortunate with that tree right there. Then I got this little shadow putt, very similar to the last hole, maybe just a little closer. and nothing in the way. Move on to hole 13. It's another pitch forehand. Going with that same swarm. I've been throwing the swarm a lot on this course just because it's one angle. And that sits next to bullseye. This is for 9 in a row right here. Then we move on to hole 14. It's an uphill 60 feet? Yeah, 160 feet. I'm going avalanche, just trying to throw it up the hill, and I hit that branch right there, as you can see, and I roll down the hill. That's what happens when you play these little shorter courses is when you miss these kind of holes, it can kind of get in your head and make you feel like, yo, why did I miss that hole? It's 160 feet. Almost hit that tree, too. Luckily, I had myself a little drop in here, but I remember getting texts after the round like, bro, how'd you miss a 160-foot hole? I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'm just... And then they'll watch the coverage, and they're like, okay, that makes a little more sense. Hole 15, I'm going Swarm Heiser after Ethan Owens just aced. Great shot, Ethan. And yeah, I got this putt now into ripping headwind after he just got his disc out of the basket, but that one goes dead center. Cannot miss 2 in a row. Cannot do that on these kind of courses. 16, it's a 262-foot hole. A little luck factor if you go more left-netted. I went right, and I got a pretty good reaction off that branch right there, and I got about a 37-footer. This is where I like to be. I like this range when my step putt is feeling good. I feel like it's almost like a 70% chance of going in, and hit that one. Hole 17 is the next hole. It plays as the longest hole in the course. It's going up this hill. We were playing into a headwind too, which didn't help it. This hole probably plays 390 to start with. The headwind probably plays 410. But I got a nice little putt right here into the headwind again, and I'm gonna make it.
Just
now
making
I'm 15
it look
down, going
so
into
easy.
going into hole 18. Sorry about that. And got this Luna here with a tailwind, and I just turn it over. I knew it was for 16. I put a little bit more pressure on myself and turned it over, but I'm just gonna lay that one up. Move in to the final day with a 9-stroke lead, which I will take every time, obviously. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have any other rounds you want me to react to, please put it in the comments below. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.